Hello everyone, it's Angel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the contents of my February makeup bag. So I like having a monthly makeup bag so that way I know I'm rotating through my makeup. So I like to change up my makeup bag monthly. It's not even a makeup bag anymore. It started as a makeup bag, but this year I have a little makeup organizer. I'll insert a photo of it here. But it's a little makeup organizer that I keep all of my Project Pan makeup in to make sure that I'm constantly using them. But still I have some, like a makeup capsule, I suppose you can call it, that I focus on using all month long. So I already have my skincare on. I just took a shower, so my hair is wet. I put a little bit of a hair oil in the ends and then I'm just gonna let it air dry. So yes, my hair is wet and it's air drying. And I have my morning skincare on, but I do wanna go ahead and put some of this MyChelle Sun Shield Liquid SPF 50. This is the new packaging. This is what the new packaging looks like. It has a dropper bottle now. I did a review of this in my channel, I want to say in early sometime last year. I finished a whole bottle of this already, so that's why I have the new packaging. I had to get another bottle because I finished that first one. So what I do is, if you're not familiar with the consistency of this, let me get some and show you. It's very liquidy like this. So I just do about 12 drops and apply it to the center of my face, and then another 12 to do the sides of my face. Make sure I'm getting enough so the SPF would actually protect my skin. They say you should apply about, I think, 1 teaspoon of SPF to cover your whole entire face. So I'm curious to know, maybe I'll do this after I film this video. I want to see if those 24 drops that I applied to my whole face is about a teaspoon. I'm sure it'll vary from person to person though what the proper amount is to really cover your whole entire face. Because I don't know if you can see, I have a pretty big face. So I'm sure someone with a smaller face will need a little bit less than I do. I just put on that Hurrah lip balm, and then I'm following with the Alima Pure eye primer, just putting that on my eyelids and also my under eyes to help my concealer stay on longer. That is a MyLifeWendy trick. If you're not following her, I will have her channel linked down below. So I've been really loving this Alima Pure eye primer. I do still experience a little bit of creasing, but not as much as if I were to just skip the eye primer altogether. And then so for my foundation, I'm gonna go in with Vapor Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation. This is their old packaging and the old formula. I'm in the shade S125, and this has a very dewy finish and it is very hydrating. I didn't really mind it too much when I was using it in the winter, but now that it's gotten a little bit warmer, there were some days that I found that this was too much for my oily skin, because I do have oily skin. But I did find that if I apply the MyChelle Sun Shield, it doesn't have any kind of a moisturizing factor to it at all. I feel like it helps absorb some of my oils, so that way I'm not like an oily puddle in the middle of the day. And I'm just tapping that foundation in with a damp beauty sponge. And that is the finish that I get from that foundation when I use the Real Techniques beauty sponge. It's very light and it's very skin-like. I can still see most of the imperfections on my skin, but I like it because it looks like my real skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing a mask, because this does absorb, you know, a little bit of the foundation, but it deposits enough pigments to cover what I want to cover, but still makes it look like my skin. So let's move on to concealer. I loved my Clove & Hollow concealer. I love that it has a doe foot applicator, and I'm in the shade 03. I also have this in the shade 04 that I like to use more in the summer whenever I'm a little bit more tan. And the way that I've been liking applying my concealer is just focusing on my inner corners, because this is where I notice that I tend to get a little bit like kind of the bluish hue to my inner corners. And then I just take my BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. It's a kind of a fluffy, I really don't know what this is supposed to be for, but it came in a set when I bought a BH Cosmetics brush set, and I've really just been loving applying concealer with it. So I just keep that concealer kind of concentrated in my inner corners where I get darkness I don't even take it here because I really don't have anything to conceal there. And I find that, depending on the concealer too, but if I put any kind of or too much product here, it just accentuates my fine lines. So I just keep the products out of there because, like I said, I really have nothing to conceal in that area of my eyes. So I just like to keep it in my inner corners where I do have a little bit of darkness. And I love this concealer, like I've said a million times, because I don't have to set it with a powder. So that cuts back on my makeup application steps. And then for the bronzer, or to warm up the face a little bit, I'm gonna use the Honest Beauty Luminizing Powder in Dusk Reflection. That's what it looks like. And I just used the number 07 brush from Terry Miyahira. It's her angled blush brush. And I just go in here and pick up a little bit of the product. It's so finely milled. I'm putting it on foundation that I have not set with a powder, but it doesn't drag, but this just blends in so easily. I also have their highlighter in that like champagne shade, and it's the same, very finely milled. If they ever come up with a setting powder, like a translucent setting powder in this formula, the very finely milled powder, I would be all over it because I love this powder so much. And then I just follow it with a blush. The blush that I focused on using this month is the Han All Natural Pressed Blush in the shade Coral Candy. This is like a pinky peach with like a gold shift to it. So I didn't find that I needed a highlight this month because it does have that. It's like a highlighting blush. I feel like it's picking up too bright on my viewfinder, so I'm gonna close the blinds here and see if we can get a little bit more better lighting. Okay, I think it's showing up a little bit more true to color now. Okay, so our blush is on. So moving on to brows, I use the Well People, what is this called? The Expressionist Brow Gel. I'm in the shade Dark Brown. I was using the Glossier Boy Brow, and that one I finally had to let it go because it was not performing as well as it did whenever it was new. And I really like it. I feel like it's a lot darker than the brown boy brow. Maybe I need to get just the brown shade because I think they have a lighter, don't they have a lighter color in this? And I feel like too that the Glossier Boy Brow gives me more of a fuller looking eyebrows. Like fuller but not as dark. I feel like this is really dark. And then moving on to eyeshadow. Last month I showed you guys a very involved eyeshadow look. I think I used 3 eyeshadows that I really enjoyed for the month of January. Coffee break. But this month I just did a 1 shadow look for most of the month. I'm using the Terry Miyahira pressed eyeshadow in the shade Strength. Look at that pan. This is in my project pan, so I'm very excited to have hit pan, and that pan just keeps on growing. But I just like to take this with a fluffy blending brush. This is the number 6 brush by BH Cosmetics, just a fluffy blending brush, and just apply that to my entire eyelids, but kind of do like a sunrise or sunset effect where I apply more powder here and then it just kind of diffuses as you go up. And then I just take a pencil brush. This is the number 10 by BH Cosmetics, but any pencil brush will work, and dip it into that same shade and apply it to my lower lash line. And that is the eyeshadow done. Very easy. And then I follow it with a little bit of the Pacifica eyeliner in the shade Jet. This is a black eyeliner. I just like to tight line with this a little bit. And then again, the Pacifica pencil eyeliner, this one in the shade Bear, on my lower waterline. To just kind of help open up the eyes a little bit. And I like to take that same eyeliner, and I apply a little bit of that on my inner corners to help brighten that area a little bit. Because with this pencil, They say it's not just for the eyes. You can even use it as like a nude lip liner to help your lipstick stay on your lips. I've never tried that because I don't feel it necessary for me, but I did like taking this and kind of putting a little bit on my inner corners to help just brighten that area a little bit. And then moving on to mascara. I finished my Honest Beauty mascara that I was using for the past 4 months. And so this month I focused on using the Well People Expressionist Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black. So I used this for half of February, and I think I will use it for the rest of March, and then we'll need something else to try. Maybe I'll go back to my Honest Beauty mascara. Maybe I want to try something else. We'll see. That's what one coat looks like, and then I'm gonna do the other eye. This I feel like it's volumizing, but it's not as volumizing as how my lashes look with the Honest Beauty mascara. And then it smudges, so this is not a replacement for my Honest Beauty at all. You guys know I love my Honest Beauty mascara and what it does for my lashes. The Well People I was hoping would do kind of a similar thing, but no. And then for my lower lashes, I'm using the Physicians Formula Organic Wear mascara. And I wore this combo this month because the Well People smudges on me. I thought it would help kind of minimize the smudging if I wore the Physicians Formula on my lower lashes. So that way I'm wearing less of this. And also I'm just trying to use this up because I really don't like this on my lashes either because it looks too natural. I love a very voluminous spider leg looking lashes, and this was not doing it for me. So finishing that up, I purchased this I want to say in November, so it's almost time to let this go too. Okay, and then all that's left is lips. I pulled out the Cloven Hollow Flaming Coral because I thought maybe it's February, I'm gonna wear a red lip, but I never reached for it. This is what that Flaming Coral looks like. It's like a pretty orangey red. But I not once reached for it. But I did love this Red Apple Lipstick's Pedal to the Metal. I'll swatch it on my hand next to that red. But this is the lip of the month. I threw this in my purse and it was so easy to just reapply throughout the day. It feels like a lip balm. It's one of those lipsticks that you can throw in the purse and you don't need a mirror to reapply it. And I don't see very many people talking about Red Apple lipsticks anymore. I feel like back in the day it was all the rave, but now there's more brands coming out with different lipsticks that this is kind of getting left behind. Nobody's talking about it very much, but it's so good. This is like an oldie, but definitely still very much so a goodie. But yeah, this is February's makeup bag. I hope everyone had a good February. I definitely think it did not last as long as January. January was just, it took forever, right? And then February, you just blink and it was gone. Yeah, that's gonna go ahead and complete today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending a little bit of your day with me, and I'll go ahead and see you on my next one. Bye.